Episode 184 of the Attitude Era series. This is SmackDown. This is, I think, our sixth SmackDown. We've been on a roll. Past 17 shows have been 89 rating or better, with only one of those being 89, the rest being 90 and above. Let's just kick it off right away. You're going to see a lot of iconic segments tonight, so forth. We start off the show with another freestyle segment, which is Stone Cold and Triple H get heated, back and forth. You know, they talk shit, and then they get in each other's face. Vince gets out and, oh, easy, guys, easy. And he books Stone Cold versus Owen Hart and Triple H versus Rikishi. Stone Cold versus Owen Hart is our main event. Following that, we get Taz versus William Regal. William Regal defeats Taz after he, rolls him up and uses the ropes as leverage. And Eddie Guerrero's on commentary for this match. He's looking to get the European title in his grasp, and we'll have a three-man race for the European title. Following that, we get Val Venis cutting a promo on his upcoming title defense against Lance Storm at the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Ground Zero. Don't hold me to that. Just give him a chance to talk, and Val's a pretty good talker. 74 rating isn't what I expected. I expected a little bit better. Alright, see. After that, we get tag team action with Dog Batista versus Edge and Christian, with Rabid Dog picking up the pinfall victory here. Once again, showing they haven't been winning that much. Lost to Dudley Boys at SummerSlam tables match. Haven't been doing that great, but we get some forward momentum rolling for him here. Edge and Christian, purgatory, but putting on solid matches. Following that, we get Terry Runnels in the ring, and then from her blind side, Luna attacks her and starts stripping her, and then it just pretty much ends with Terry being stripped. Good way to get these two on the card, showing a different angle. The Goldust vs. Gangrel feud featuring women now, and I figure it's a fun way to get girls on the card, not to use the Goldust Gangrel feud, just being those two and extending it to the females themselves. Alrighty. Following that, we get whoops, not Mike Chioda, Mike Barton, Mark Mara, except Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy's challenge. I wish I noticed that. That's funny. We got a tag team champion Mike Chioda in there, and he did look lost out there. If he performed good, maybe I should put him in manager role. But still 64 rating for what it is. So this is pretty much the Marvelous Ones agreeing to defend their titles against the Hardy Boys. Following that, we get Xpac versus D'Lo Brown, where Xpac defeats D'Lo Brown by pinfall with the X Factor. Just a way to... I thought this would be a lot better match. I'm a little disappointed with it. Give it 9 minutes. Steal the show. Match aim. And Chris Jericho's on commentary. Him and Xpac had a back and forth on Monday Night Raw. And then Xpac got the win here. And so he can't celebrate because Chris Jericho just comes in and beats the shit out of him. And now we're really showing Chris Jericho as a dirty bastard. And he's a son of a bitch heel. And I don't know how I'm going to book Jericho, if I'm going to turn him face as soon as possible, like kind of what happened in real life where he became with China. Because early 2000, he was a face at that point. Because it just happened, I guess. I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see what I do with that. And then here is the most famous angle in the Rock and Sock connection. This is Rock, This Is Your Life. You might have saw it in the title screen. But pretty much... Mankind wants to make up to The Rock for the loss they had on Monday. He presents Rock a birthday party featuring The Rock's old teacher, home ec teacher, his old football coach, and then The Rock's old girlfriend, and more importantly, Yerple the clown. And then The Rock is rude to each guest. He makes fun of all of the guests. He asks the teacher, does she like pie? Or no, does she like pancake? And then pancake her ass on out of here. He, what does he say to the high school coach? I can't remember what he says to the high school coach, but he kicks his ass out too. And then he says something like, do you like pie? Or to his homecoming, to his ex-girlfriend, tells her to fuck off. And then Yerple, he just what the fuck is this? And then he ends up hitting Mick Foley with a, Mick Foley says, hey Rock, I'm trying to throw you a birthday party, and you're just being rude to all of my guests, and I really don't appreciate it. Rock hits him with the rock bottom and says, my birthday is May 2nd, you idiot. Which it is actually May 2nd, because I remember that for some reason. Oh yeah, one of my friends had May 2nd birthday, that's why. But pretty much, this is just a way to show Mankind trying to suck up to The Rock not having it. And then it's just one of the all-time great angles in history. and I decided to put it on SmackDown, not Raw, because that's where it fit. And plus, SmackDown is literally The Rock's show, so why not put his most famous angle on his show? Following that, we get Triple H versus Rikishi, which pretty much benefited from the angle beforehand where Triple H defeats Rikishi with a pedigree. I changed the moveset because that was annoying me. Saw really good match. I don't know. I told you guys this before, but Rikishi versus Triple H, I think the January 4th SmackDown 2000 was honestly a great match. The crowd was into it, and it made me realize that these two had how good Triple H was at the time and how underrated really he was in that era. And then following that, Al Snow gets up to The Rock and says, "What the hell is your problem? Mick Foley's just trying to be your friend." Rock just tells him to fuck off. I think it's a good way to have a show Al Snow be like, a little more. If you really look at it in this point of view, Al's just being annoying, but he's pretty much a babyface, and The Rock is a heel. Like, that's his character. He is a heel, and him telling Al Snow to fuck off is a heel move, and it just works because The Rock is so entertaining. People always cheer him. Here we have just a video package hyping the history of Cain and Undertaker, Kane's debut, Undertaker's debut, Paul Bearer, like switching from Cain to Taker, Taker to Cain, and just how all that unformed. And then the long history, the WrestleMania match. I believe they fought at WrestleMania 14, where Undertaker won. And just the ministry, and just, one of those rival packages that I've been talking about the past couple of weeks. I've been using a lot more because it gets good ratings, gets the guys, continues the angle, and it's something WWE does. And then here in our main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Owen Hart, ends with Stone Cold defeats Owen Hart by pinfall with a stunner. Stone Cold another performance 100, Owen with 87. These two probably one added 100 times in the series so far, never disappoints. Really happy with it. We're definitely continuing the 89 angle rating better. Not having girls in the show was hurting us at a lot earlier, but we're gonna go ahead and change this to 18 shows. I'm gonna be really disappointed when I don't have a show, when I just have a main event that fails. And I don't really check and see if I don't copy save then play the game or run through just to make sure it's above 89. It's just I've been using a lot of main events that I feel would do great. And I've been using chemistry stuff that I know. I knew Triple H and Rikishi had good chemistry, and I'm not what I consider cheating per se. I just look through the card, and it takes me solid 10-15 minutes to book the show, and then however long to record it. Normally around 12 minutes for Raw and SmackDown. Anything, Hugh Morris saying, "Oh man, we can't get Hugh Morris." All right, Tim White, we're gonna resign. Chris Candido did stay with us over WCW, which pretty much surprised me. I offered him 4 years, $65,000 a month, and they offered him 6 years, $65,000 a month. And then Edge has been getting a lot of compliments. He's pretty damn good in the ring. All this stuff is pretty good. Definitely right here, this is unexpected. This stuff is only going to get better. His mic skills are pretty solid right now for what he's at. He's only 25, and he's pretty over. And trust me, Edge and Christian are going to have an opportunity to be more entertaining and so forth and have more success in the tag division, probably by the end of the year. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to continue a series. I'm probably going to book the WrestleMania next week or so. So, you guys won't be able to say, hey, this should be what happened at WrestleMania. But you know what I mean. I record ahead for school because I can't really record at school. I'm so busy up there. But I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys are liking the series. We're at 180-something episodes now, 185. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to you next episode.